Are you taking long-term medications and looking for a new solution for your chronic disease? Hi, I'm Dr. J. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to explain to you of a new method of how to reclaim your health, which is different than anything else you've done in the past. And let me explain to you why. This is how I have helped thousands of people throughout the San Antonio area and throughout the nation. Now, our way of health and the way the process works today is basically this way. When you have a dysfunction or a symptom, okay, you hurt, right? The first thing you do is that you go to your doctor, right? What is the first step to any doctor? Well, by your symptoms, they're going to figure out what kind of disease you have, right? So symptoms is first, disease is second, and the third thing is going to be what? What's the protocol for medications? What can they provide for you for those symptoms to come down? And that's when you go home with your prescription medications. And sometimes all these prescription medications are going to be long-term, forever, right? If you're a diabetic, you are going to be a diabetic forever. If you're taking thyroid medications, thyroid forever, right? So again, this is the system in which we live in today in our health. Now, if we're looking at a system of just holistic functional medicine, and you go to a doctor of functional medicine, it's basically going to be the same thing, or even a nutritionist, right? When you walk into this office, it's going to be first about your symptoms, right? And a lot of times it's going to be what? Diagnosis, protocol, same thing. You're walking out with natural organic substances in which you need to take from here on out, right? Or also you're going to walk out with a specific diet, very strong. Sometimes you can't even hold those diets. And here we are again, still sick, enslaved to a lot of supplementation and medications, right? This is what we know of how we can help our bodies. This is how I help a lot of people throughout my practice in time. But I figure out that I'm just not helping you. You're not getting freed from that symptom or your disease. And the reason why we're not getting better and we just think that we're just calming down our symptoms by medications or supplementations. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about how is my approach that is different than what you've done. This is the reason why you're here today. I want you to learn and I want to teach you of how in my office, how we help our clients. First of all, we believe and we understand that the root cause of dysfunction is going to be through systems out of balance. You see, there's integration of systems in our body in which if one system is out of place, you're going to get symptoms in a different area. But the root cause was not where the symptom is coming from. For example, you have depression, right? You went to your doctor, right? What they do, they did the testing. They said, yes, you know what? You are depressed. What are we going to do? The protocol for depression. Give you some medications for depression. They never thought about, okay, why do you have depression? And where is the root cause of that? Did you guys know that a lot of depression, especially in the serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter in your brain, right, that's giving you depression, is actually produced in the digestive system? About 85% of that. So therefore, we are looking at a neuroendocrine system connected, chemicals in your brain, connected to the digestive system that is producing those chemicals. You see the integration with that? So therefore, do you ever hear your doctor say, hey, you know what, we're not going to give you medications for that depression. First, we need to clean and repair the digestive, because that's where you're going to produce this substance. You see, you never hear that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about integration of systems. If you're dealing with thyroid imbalance, which is the most misdiagnosed gland in the world, if you're dealing with thyroid imbalance and you're taking medications for the thyroid, but yet you have all the symptoms, why? Well, the reason why is because the thyroid produces a hormone that's inactive. It needs to be activated where? The gut and the liver. You see, the integration and the connection here is not just your thyroid and take a medication for your thyroid. There's other systems out of place. If you're dealing with PTSD, okay, you have a traumatic problem that you dealt with in life, that increase your stress hormone, that increase this cortisol from the adrenal glands, little glands above your kidneys. Once that cortisol is elevated, it's going to create a lot of other dysfunctions in your system. It's going to affect your digestive system. It's going to increase inflammation in the hippocampus of your brain. It's going to have a problem with your thyroid. You see the connection here? It's not just about taking medications. Their systems are integrated with each other for all of those to work. So just with that saying that, and I hope that I'm explaining this to you in a way that you can understand it, I want to make sure to understand this. What we want to do for you is map out where your dysfunction is, to identify that foundation. And those are the 4 systems in which I'm going to be looking into that is going to dictate to us where your real dysfunction is. So we are going to be looking into the endocrine system, right? I know that a lot of you guys right now, you go to these offices and you get tested for your hormones, and they give you pellets and they give you all these different things. Is that your solution? No. Why is my body not producing my hormones is the question. So again, there are certain things that we can do different for you that's going to bring that specific health and get you back on track where you used to without a lot of these prescriptions, right? So what are the systems that we're going to be looking at? All right, we're going to be looking at the endocrine system, right? That includes your thyroid, that includes your sex hormones, that includes your adrenal glands, cortisol, stress hormone. Again, there's a variety of different areas in that area. We want to know what's going on with those, because I know that if those are out of balance, that could give you other symptoms like tiredness, right? Sluggishness, overweight, hair loss. All of those things are symptoms from the dysfunction to the endocrine system. So again, I will explain to you in a consultation of what's going on with you and create a map of how to restore that system, right? Not only that, we want to make sure that we're looking at the digestive system. We just spoke about how important that is, and if that's out of place, you're going to be out of place. So we need to restore those systems, right? The next thing is going to be what? Your neuroendocrine, right? Now we're talking about all those chemicals in your brains. They're going to give you the depression, the anxiety, the dementia, the Parkinson's, the Alzheimer's, all these dysfunctions that are coming down the road as we get older, and there's a rise to all of this, right? We want to check those to make sure that you're not having an imbalance there, and balance it. Because in the future, you're going to create all these different diseases. So again, looking at restoring what system is out of place to really help you in your health today and how we can restore it in the future. How about circulatory system? See, now I'm looking at the inflammation, autoimmune. Now, in autoimmune, what we're looking here is going to be specifically in your digestive system, a term called leaky gut. How is your body fighting certain foods, regardless of their value? Creates inflammation in my circulatory system that makes my autoimmune defenses go crazy and start attacking my good tissue, like my joints for rheumatoid arthritis, right? My thyroid for Hashimoto's Graves' disease, Crohn's. There's over 80 different diseases in the autoimmune, right? Inflammation. There's no cure. There's no pills for a lot of the diseases. We can help by restoring those systems so you don't create that inflammation and we stop your body from attacking itself. You see, this is the reason why we get such great results in our office, is because we are looking at systems out of place. This is what I'm bringing to your table differently than everywhere else. This is why I believe that you need to give me a consultation and let's figure out what your problems are. Let's talk about the fundamentals, but not only that, I want to teach you. I want to educate you, and I want to make sure that, it's not a rotational door in my office that you're coming every time you feel sick. I want to make sure to teach you how to stay healthy, okay? And if I can keep you away from my office, that's what I'm looking for, because then I know that I've done my job and you're doing yours. So again, that's what I'm looking at. Now, education is essential before you even come into my office. Let me tell you this. If you're looking for more information on a variety of different diseases that you spoke about, for example, thyroid, I have an awesome explanation webinar that explains how most doctors misdiagnose your thyroid. I want you to look at that webinar. It's going to explain so many things all the way down to the cellular level. Okay, how it works, why is your body not working, why are your medications not working, right? If you want depression, I also have that. So make sure to go to getwellsa.com or go to imaginewellnesscenter.com, and I have all these videos that are going to explain depression, PTSD in a way that you have never been taught before. But I want you to understand that there is hope for you. I want you to understand that yes, you can get rid of a lot of these medications by restoring your body, and your body no longer needs its medications. You see, I'm not against medications. I believe medications are very important in the whole urgency and emergency, acute stage of life. If I'm having a heart attack right now, please inject whatever you got to inject me and get me alive, right? Because I need it. Yes, we have that. As a matter of fact, we have the best in the world. But the sad thing is that we're using an emergency system in medications to a chronic disease that doesn't fit anymore. You cannot take medications for the rest of your life in chronic disease. Is restoration and healing what you need, but nobody talks about that. Because again, the whole system that we have in our healthcare provides a system that is completely broken. A system that just concentrates on making money. A system that they're gonna just stick us into the whole insurance, pharmaceuticals, right? And the FDA are looking out for us. Well, not necessarily. Look at what's going on in our health today, right? I want you to be strong. I want you to be healthy, and that is going to be our objective. to get you in reclaiming your health. Now, you can sign up for a consultation right here on my on my page. Sign up for a consultation or a free discovery call. Our free discovery call is about you calling us, or you can schedule it on our online. You can do all this online. Schedule it. We'll give you a call, and maybe you have different questions that by watching those videos didn't answer for you. And if you have extra questions that we might answer, it's not a consultation. Obviously, we can't do that in 15 minutes, but at least it gives you an idea if it's a good fit for you to come to my office for a consultation, or are you a good fit for what we do here? But I can guarantee you that we have helped thousands of people on so many different diseases, all the way down to cancer. So again, guys, I am Dr. J. I hope that I'm bringing a little bit of light into your life of how to reclaim your health. Give us a call. Go online and find out more about your health. Right. Hope to see you again. God bless.